Welcome to Good Mythical More. If you didn't watch the main episode because we had guests on the show and you don't watch those, well, you should because it was a lot of fun.
Do you feel called out?
It was the Property Brothers, and go back and watch it. We had a blast.
Somebody took their pants off.
2 people took their pants off, and I now have my pants back on. And every time I wear those, they'd be like, you know, these pants were worn by a property brother.
Yeah, they were. These pants were stretched a bit by a property brother.
Today on Good Mythical More, we are going to get really angry at each other, hypothetically, and see if we can predict how angry the other person will get given certain scenarios.
But first, we're going to list, and I think you'll enjoy this, because you seem to be a fan. As minty mini Winter Olympic sports as you can.
Okay. Cross-country skiing.
Luge.
Long jump ski.
Ski jump.
Ski jump.
Bobsled.
Skiing and shooting with a rifle.
Yeah. Downhill skiing.
Ice skating.
Ice dancing.
Ice carving.
Ice carving is not one, but let's keep going. Ice hockey.
What's the
Curling.
Curling.
Yeah. This is fun, isn't it?
Now I got you.
We just listed all the sports.
I think that's all of them.
That's all of them, isn't it?
I mean, I remember the one where they're on skis and then they have a rifle, which is wild.
What do they call that? Steeplechase?
What do they call that? Iditarod? Are dogs in
That's the sledding.
Are dogs
Snowboarding.
Snowboarding?
Snowboarding, of course.
Minty snowboarders.
There's so
out there.
minty ones you can choose from.
Wow, that was such a... I was not expecting the property bro. I was not expecting strip poker, That wasn't what the setup was.
I wasn't expecting him to up the ante.
It was great. I feel like I really let you down on Linus.
Yeah, you did.
But Kelly Clarkson, man. I mean, if she could be president, so many things would be solved.
Yeah, you're right. I let you down on Kelly Clarkson.
But Kelly Clarkson, I mean,
Yeah.
good gracious.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to, for this entire more, let's pretend that you've swapped bodies.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a scenario
What are the chances?
in which one of you has chosen to do something in the other guy's body.
Okay.
And then you're going to be guessing how mad that's going to make that guy. So, for instance, Link, while body swapped with Rhett, so Link is in Rhett's body, and he tattooed permanent eyeliner on Rhett's face, which lasts between 3 to 5 years. How angry would Rhett be if Link did this to his body?
It only lasts 3 to 5 years?
I guess so.
I think it's because the face doesn't hold tattooing very well.
Yeah.
If you get a face tattoo, the closer you get to the eye, the more it fades away.
Well, but you wouldn't have to endure the pain because I would be in your body. And then you would have nice eyeliner.
I would endure something. Well, it would look like that guy that was on Lost that looks like he's got eyeliner but doesn't. Do you know that guy, that actor?
No, he looks like he has mascara, which is eyelash paint.
No, eyeliner is right around the eye.
It's his eyelashes that were big, though.
But it was so dark it looked like he had eyeliner on.
Okay.
Because it was the bottom, too.
You're right, Rhett. You have eyelashes on the bottom. It's his eyelashes.
I think it's more than just eyelashes. I know what you're talking about.
Well, he didn't have like a dark line around his eyes. It was eyelashes, dude.
Yeah, but it was so dark it looked like he had eyeliner.
And it made him creepy. How mad? So you put how mad you'd be. I'll put how mad I think you'd be.
On a scale of 1 to 100?
No, 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
I think you'd only be a 6 because it's flattering. I think it would help.
Help?
I think it's a good look. I didn't
Me
mean,
with eyeliner on constantly. I think that would.
like, remember that
got
party we went
nothing
to
against-
with eye makeup?
I got nothing against
look cool,
boys
man.
wearing makeup.
You look cool, man.
But it's not really my brand, and I don't want to be forced to change my whole brand for 3 to 6 years.
3 to 5 years.
8. Pretty damn mad
8.
about that.
Oh, sorry. I thought you'd be okay with it.
No, I'm pretty damn mad about it.
I mean, I'm the one. It hurt a lot, and I thought it would be a gift to you that you didn't get to feel the pain.
I would much rather endure the pain of that than the pain of the 3 to 5 years with it on my face.
I would be at a 5.
Yeah. I would have thought that you wouldn't have been that mad about it.
Rhett, while body swapped with Link, you invite his mom to move into his house.
I would go into Link's body, and I would invite Sue to live with Link. How mad would Link be?
Now, if you export this and put this on Facebook, my mom's going to see it, and I need to know that.
She loves Facebook.
Link, call me back. I just need to talk to you about something.
She loves Facebook, but she calls it Mega.
That's why. Mom,
Mega.
it's a 0. You're
Mega.
welcome to live with me anytime you want. Welcome to Facebook.
Okay, now can you do the non-Facebook version? The version that is not going on Mega?
I don't trust the team. I mean, my relationship with my mom is
Okay.
more important. And it would still be 0, Mom.
Okay, now can you do the Mega version?
Could you read that?
I said 3, which is somewhere in between your 0 and 7. Because I think that you know, any one of us might end up having our parents live with us at some point.
Oh, yeah.
But the question is, that's not really my decision to make for you. But if I made it for you, you'd be like, well,
kind of the premise.
I probably would have made it for myself eventually. I'm just a little bit mad you did it earlier than I would have. So that's why I said 3. Don't put
Did
that
you
on
also promise?
Don't put that on Mega.
Did you promise her allowance as well?
She's allowed to go anywhere she wants.
As long as you do your chores, Mom.
You're going to give your mom chores.
I'm not quite sure the logistics of this particular scenario. Link, while body swapped with Rhett, you reverse his colonoscopy.
His colonoscopy?
I think you mean vasectomy.
No.
So I place polyps into his.
You can't
Duodenum?
reverse
You'd have to poop. You have to get poop in there.
You can't reverse a colonoscopy. You mean vasectomy.
I don't. Because the next one has vasectomy in it.
Vasectomy?
I'm reversing his colonoscopy. And what? Let's just hold the writer accountable who wrote this.
Okay, all
What
right.
did you mean by this? Are you here?
We thought it was very funny. And it was too good. When we saw the words reverse a colonoscopy, you're like, well, it's
when
got to
you-
be shared with the world.
So is that? So it's
So it wasn't intentional, but now it's just part of canon.
putting polyps in an intestine, because that's what you're
My
really
polyps, though.
placing them back.
Yeah, I only had one.
I think they were thinking maybe it's like just filling up your bowels with poop.
Ugh. A colonoscopy isn't emptying your...
Well, that's a
That's
prep.
part of it.
That's it's prep.
Well, like afterwards, you're pretty clean out, you know?
Oh, yeah, it was great.
So
So you'd have to really dirty it up.
so you're in my colon or am I in your colon? Can't remember.
Link is in.
I'm in your colon.
Yeah.
So when I get out of your colon and you come back to yourself, you're like, oh man, I really got to crap.
Oh, man.
I've really made you need to crap.
Where'd all this crap come from? Must have been when Link was in my body.
Right.
Okay.
I kidded. I guess I got in your body and I ate a lot of food.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think you'd care at all.
What?
You kind of
No, not
you
just-
kind of have to crap every day anyway,
No,
don't
no,
you?
I wasn't thinking you ate a lot of food. You pushed it up in there.
Yeah, but you didn't feel
5.
it. You'd be angry.
I'd be because the main thing would
How
happen
dare you?
is I'd be like, why, man? You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, why?
Because the writers thought it sounded funny.
Because like in the other scenarios is like, okay, maybe there was a reason that you wanted to do it or whatever. Like this is just like, why? It's just a prank. You just did a prank on my body.
You felt violated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. It's one thing to move your mom in when you're gone.
right. It's another thing.
It's another thing to put poop in my body.
Yeah, man, get it together, dude.
Okay, Rhett, while body swapped with Link, you reverse his vasectomy.
Okay, that was what we were going for. Wow. And did not tell you is the
Implication.
okay. This is real bad.
That's real bad.
You can't do that because I might
Talking-
bring a baby into the world.
Talking about bringing another child into my family. Oh my gosh. Like we were just talking with the Property Brothers, and they're the same age as us, and they got kids that are little, and like
Little
I'm
kids.
just celebrating inside.
Little kids.
It was it was everything I could take not to just like
Laugh in their faces?
laugh in their
Yeah,
face.
Can I
They
go
were
back
jealous.
to colonoscopy real fast? Devontae's idea for it was maybe sticking a camera out of their butt instead of in.
I love how he doubled down on it.
So I crawl in there,
You don't have to crawl in.
and then I stick a camera out.
You don't have to be in there.
Yeah, that's ice cold to like secretly get me to impregnate my wife.
Man. Wow, but what if it ended up being the best kid?
Well, then we might start talking, but I think there'd be a few years where we wouldn't talk.
Because do you think you would be a better father now than you were?
There was a sweet spot of me being a really great father, and it wasn't at the beginning, and it isn't now.
I think I know a whole lot more about how to be a better father.
But you just don't have it in you to do
the
it.
capacity to be
Right.
that, to have that energy.
When you've parented, it's
hard, man.
it's like the energy just, it leaves you. It leaves you.
Well, this is relevant then. Link, while body swapped with Rhett, you make 100 donations to a sperm bank.
It's not as bad because they're not your responsibility. And does he get the money? I asked my dad how much money you make, and I think it was like $40 a pop or something.
A pop?
Okay.
Chase says it's 500 a pop.
Whoa.
500 a pop.
Okay.
I don't think you'd be that mad.
I'm not that mad about that. First of all, it's fun to do. Second
And I
of
can
all,
tell you what it's
you get
like.
paid to do what you love.
Right.
Well, yeah,
He died doing
you're
what he
leaving
loved?
out
Is
the
that-
part that Link is in your body.
Oh, crap.
And he's making 100 donations.
Oh, Stevie. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. That's like, it's violating me, man.
And I got a confession to make. The whole time I did it, there was a camera coming out of your butt.
Oh, God. Oh, that would be so offensive. But, what you do get to do when you do that kind of level of sperm donation is you get
A plaque on
more
the wall.
children without the responsibility.
Yeah. And I think you get your picture on the wall.
Yep.
Rhett, while body swapped with Link, you get him banned from his favorite restaurant.
What did you do, dude?
What's your favorite restaurant?
It's my favorite restaurant.
You remember that movie, speaking of sperm donation? There was a movie with Mark Ruffalo. And he donated sperm to a lesbian couple.
The kids are all right.
Yes, the kids are all right. And then
Chase told me that.
the what was the red-haired woman's name? Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore?
She's
Julianne
still
Moore?
with us, yes.
It was also her name then.
Yeah.
And then they spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Mark Ruffalo and Julianne Moore basically start hooking up once the dad comes back into the children's lives. And I was like,
Hold on, what?
a man.
I thought it was she's a lesbian?
She's a lesbian, but when the dad
bi.
of the kids comes into the picture, they start hooking up. And I was like, this is such a dude wrote the screenplay. And I was like, this was like a really popular like romantic comedy that Jesse and I ended up watching as we go through like highly rated romantic comedies. And I'm like, this story makes me feel really uncomfortable.
I don't
But,
quite
like,
understand.
I'm so glad you brought it up today and then retold it.
Well, because we're talking about sperm donation. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking like this guy donated sperm, but then the kids have the option of reaching out to you. And then you can have a relationship with them if they want to have a relationship with you.
Okay.
And in this case, they did, but then the guy started a relationship with one of their lesbian mothers. And it was like supposed to be like a great story, but it was just like very uncomfortable the whole time.
Yeah.
Times have changed.
Huh.
Mark Ruffalo.
Well, she
Great
was
movie,
Forget
though.
what I
Great
asked
movie.
you.
bi.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Rhett, while body swapped with Link, you get him banned from his favorite restaurant. That's what I asked.
Something between my eyebrows?
It was. Something came out of your eye, I think.
Yeah, there was something in my eye.
What would that even be? What's your favorite restaurant?
Yeah, see, this is the problem. You don't have a favorite restaurant.
The pudding store?
The pudding store.
The pudding store. It's not
El
even
Pudding Loco? Is that what you said?
It's not even a pudding shop. You know, it's like I can imagine like a yogurt place that was pudding.
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's
But-
like the pudding store.
But El Pudding Loco.
TCBP.
Why isn't there a pudding store? You should open up a pudding restaurant.
It's just like tubs of pudding with that gross film that sits on top of things.
No, I got my saran wrap game down.
It's a pudding, but they're pudding dispensers, right? You can mix them.
My favorite. Yeah.
The pudding store.
I don't have a favorite restaurant.
Yep, that's why I don't.
I have
you don't.
favorite restaurants,
You
but I
don't.
don't have a favorite
Oh,
restaurant.
but you'd be a little bit mad.
Yeah, I guess I would. I'm going
You
to change
wouldn't-
it to
it's not
a
that you
one.
wouldn't mind at all.
Like if you were banned from all home states, you know,
Yeah, I would be upset about
that
that.
would be
Yeah,
I'd be upset
that
about
would
that.
be upsetting.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites.
Okay, let me pick a.
Pudding.
But like practically speaking, if I was banned from Starbucks, that would probably hurt even worse because not that it's anywhere near my favorite, but like
Usefulness, utility.
utility.
Let's end on this one. Link, while body swapped with Rhett, you buy a Cybertruck.
Oh, it's expensive,
How much they cost?
and it's a Cybertruck.
What do they run?
$100,000.
Well, shoot. I don't really know how you'd feel about this.
Really?
I think you would be. I think you would start out at a certain number. I think you start out at an 8, but then I think you'd go down to a 4 after about a week.
I said 8, but I didn't think about where I'm going from there
I think you'll end up at a 4 and you're gonna apologize to me for how you reacted.
because I'll think it's cool when I'm driving it.
Not cool, but you'd be like, I have one and I can say that I didn't do it. Thanks, man.
Yeah, but you have to say that every time somebody sees you get out of it.
don't-
I didn't buy this for myself.
I think you
I just want you to know that my best friend got in my body and bought it.
it'll be a bumper sticker.
My best friend body swapped with me and bought this Cybertruck. Actually, that might sell well.
Yeah.
That That bumper sticker might sell very well
Mythical.com.
if Elon keeps up his antics. Keep all your favorite bevs nice and cool this summer with our new Mythical and GMM tumblers, available now at Mythical.com.